Man, this will be a weird game. They will draw so many cards for mono green that they will look like a control deck. But I have Fountainport, so now I can draw cards, and that's incredibly important. Swing, the fish of absolute doom. I can do it later. Bro, what is this hand? We already got rid of one deadly cover-up. Like, you as a control player, it's so hard to be good and just draw the right part, you know? All I see is a creature that dies to shoot the sheriff. They will draw some cards. I think it's 4 cards. Am I correct? I will still kill it. I will still kill it. Yep. But I believe they put 2 counters and this triggers twice. So they just drew 4 cards, right? Told you. We need to get into this Endstone. We need the ultimate power. Okay, this is nice. This is perfect draw. I actually wanted this so much. We have tons of black cards, so maybe... Let's go. For now. Okay, this is huge. We need to get into Endstone. By the way, if we drew this faster, that would make it so much easier. This is one of the ideas for the deck, that we can use Fountainport to make treasures, so we can ramp into this way faster than in other control decks. And then if you make 2 treasures and it becomes in a way a 5-drop, huge difference. Alright, they're relentless, man. Oh boy. A lot of cards will enter the battlefield. So on the next turn we can already go for the treasure. And I would love to sacrifice the fish and then also remove this. I don't think we can afford to keep this in board. Especially now, I think we just kill both of the creatures. We could deadly cover up. Wait, this is not bad. I could get rid of this absolutely annoying beast. So we could do what? But then we cannot make the treasure. Alright, I think this is still better. Because if we draw a natural land, we can play this, I believe, on our next turn after this one. So it's probably the best one. Let's get rid of everything. We did... Man, with this we can. We probably can. Okay, let's find a land. Land. And now we need to decide, do we need 2? So I will have 3 mana in total for Fountainport. I can make a fish or sacrifice a fish and get a draw. I'm playing 1 land right now. We go to 6. What if we whiff? And we'll just go with it. I think with deadly cover-ups we should be fine. Let's just make sure that by the way, look how much damage Fish of Doom is doing. Like, we're equal. They played 2 beasts, drew 10 cards or something. Elves, talents, Terra Symbiosis, and the Fish of Doom is beating all of it. Well, this will be painful on the next. I think we'll have to survive 1 turn. Man, this is so much. Okay, they're doing cards. So they will never stop. Just so we are clear about it. This will never stop until end of the game, because they are doing so many cards every turn. As you can clearly see. Oh, they want... How many they want to draw? Because they're waiting for the last trigger, right? This will put 4, so they can draw 8 cards. Our opponent is kinda serious about this thing. Oh boy, oh boy. And I think now they will draw. I wonder if they want all 8 cards. Of course they will discard a ton, but that also means that they will get good selection. It was more than 4 even, man. Alright. This will be a little bit awkward, but I think we have ways to go about it. What do you do? Look at the top 3 cards. They still need more cards. And then if we could drop this on the last turn, that would make our life so much easier. But now we will have to fight for it. And let's draw a card, because we will probably be sweeping. This has trample, so the fish won't make a difference. Sunken Citadel, this is not a good draw. We need card that makes a big difference. A Shoot the Sheriff would be the best, because then we kill the Hydra. This cannot kill us, we drop the Endstone, and we probably win the game. I think, maybe. Maybe they can pump it to 10 within a single turn, but they will have only 8 mana. Really bad draws here, really bad draws. We got absolutely nothing. So we can go for Deadly Cover-Up. 3, 5, and have a little bit of extra mana. You know what? We kinda have to. We kinda have to, which means we can go for the Citadel on this turn on blue. Guys, it's not easy to win those games, but we will try, and we will fight mono green that drew already 8 cards more than us, and it's just a start. So let's go this and Exhale. That will be the perfect one. I don't know what we will get rid of, but we'll get rid of something. What is the most annoying card? I honestly think it's Hydra. They will probably have a ton. We also get Selection. They are choosing those cards. Oh, they want to double, double landfall. Alright, this is important. We actually need to check the deck. What exactly they have. We've seen this one. How do they kill? Okay, so they just kill using the board. I was scared that they have something that gives haste. You know, you can literally splash 1 red land and something that gives haste to a single creature or something and put, like, 1,000 counters on the huge Hydra or something. So we need to work for this one. But they will get 2 counters. So if they play this and this on the next turn, this will be 3 and 3, right? So it pumps by 6. So this will be 18 damage, I believe. 18 damage. That kills us. Oh man. Have you seen the weirder game? Mono green card draw against a control that tries to go for the... We need to drop it, but every single turn, if we drop it, we die. And that's never a good play, to die. Can we tank this? Probably not. Well, I guess we can make the fish. This doesn't have trample. You know what? I think we can afford it. I didn't see any way to give trample to those creatures. So we just go fish, potentially double fish. Man, we need 12 mana for those two. Like, we need to make treasures, but we're all... Like, every single turn we are pressured that we are, basically losing the game if we don't react. So it's very, very hard. I think, yeah, they will make spirits. That's fine. Don't forget, they might mill themselves if they draw too many cards. I could counter it and get some cycling going. They cannot do... You know what? They cannot kill us. Can I go for double treasure? So this is one... I can go double treasure. Okay, so we have 3 more mana on the next turn. So it's 5, 8, plus 3, 11. 1 mana short for this and this. Oh, this is exactly not enough. We have place here. I think we can win from here if we do it right. 3 power. So this is 12 damage. And then we sweep. Guys, I think this is how we need to do it. I think this is the only way we win the game. We will go to 2, and that actually is fine. Because then we can life gain with Endstone. Right now, Endstone deals 7 damage, because it gets your life to half of what you started. So 20 divided by 2, as every red player knows, it's 10. Listen, I have to make a red joke every video. It's the law. Oh wait, did I miscount? That... They got 1 more counter than I expected. Not sure why, to be honest. Oh, they play the land. Oh, okay, alright. So there is a chance we'll be forced to fish at least on 1 Fountainport. Alright, that's fine. Don't forget they're investing a ton into this board, and we are sweeping it on the next turn. So whatever happens here, it only matters for this single attack. And we will survive it. They're using all the lands. This is a lot of damage. They don't draw too many cards. It will be 2 at most. And they stopped. They don't want to draw more. Unless they want to draw this. Alright. Let's see how many. They need to be careful about it. So we just need to block 1 Hydra and we are okay. Man, this is a lot of stats, but I think we can survive. That's why this trample is so important. Alright, so we absolutely have to go for 1 fish. Like, let's be honest. We have to. We block. We can either draw a card or make a treasure. Treasure might be so important. Drawing a card is amazing. I think we go for the treasure. Down to 7. Man, this is the most nerve-wracking game I had. I still don't know who will win, but I think we can make it. They're down to 5 cards. They should probably draw to 7, I think. Just because they still want to have more gas. Now we go for the treasure. The whole problem is that we need to play Endstone and sweep the board because they have so many cards always. We definitely go for this, right? That has to be the play, and we can maybe make another treasure. So this is super important. We also need to exile something that is very meaningful. Let's go this from their deck. I'm thinking about this guy. They will draw the card, right? Draws card. So we need to make a good selection here. I think this is probably the most annoying. It gives a little bit of haste. Or Warden. Warden is also pretty good. You know what? I will go with this because I can counter it. So I think we can solve it. This creates board that cannot die except sweepers. So we kinda are forced to draw Deadly Cover-Up. This is nerve-wracking, I kid you not. But I think we can literally outvalue the whole deck that they have. Even with a little bit awkward draw, because we don't have exactly what we need. Like single Sunken Citadel would let us to get like extra treasures, and you have seen we needed single mana to drop this into Deadly Cover-Up. This is a bait. We don't counter it. Guys, you know what? I think this is happening. I think we are dropping the Endstone on the next turn. We go to 10 and we will win from there. Because we can counter this. We can actually counter it. And I don't think we need to burn the treasure even. But we could. They won't play anything else probably. And we have what? 7. So 3, 6, 7. 2 mana for consult. Yeah, I think we can burn the treasure. Counter and this. Let's go. Guys, this is what you've been waiting for. We're dropping the Endstone, and after this, the game will completely transform. You will be shocked how much power we'll get from this. From basically having one play, we'll go into having unlimited plays, basically. This is not the right tap. Absolutely not the right tap. We are not going for the Fountainport on this turn. Better. Well, let's see how can they handle the ultimate power of the Endstone. And I'm so excited. Back to 10, so small creatures can be fully ignored, and they have 20 cards to win the game. This might be their last card. Let's go. Now we can be wasteful because every time we play a card, we draw a new one. And this is the power of the Endstone. You can see the difference. We are struggling for the whole freaking game. And once it drops, we never struggle again. This will be 3 new... Okay, we won the game. They have nothing on us right now. Man, we tanked double Terra Symbiosis for the whole game. There are 14 cards ahead of us, even with discarding, and they could draw way more. This is the card that puts a little bit of counters, but we can just kill it. Okay, first things first. We tap this. We don't need Fountainport for the rest of the game. We already used it. Now we go Kicker, and we'll get so many cards that now we will see the real options we have for this turn. We can do everything, man. Oh, they won't like anything about it. Into the Roil. This is nice. Man, I have so many options here. Exhale is nice for the elves, right? They will try to put the counter, and then we kill it. See? One turn after the Endstone, we are up to 5 cards, and suddenly we have like all the possibilities. So they want to put the counter on this card. I mean, we can just kill it. And you know what? Let's behold the dragon. Let's show the message that they are out of this game already. Here's the dragon that will be your downfall. And we are doing more and more. And by the way, if you play the land, of course you draw a land. You deserve it. You are a control player. You should get all the best stuff. Man, this is like... It feels like a Mind Splice apparatus deck a little bit. Because once you set it up, you just have everything, man. And there's not much they can do. Now we can bounce. This is, by the way, why we have this card. so we can answer everything that went wrong during the game and then replay it once we get full control over situation. And as you can see, we are close. Look, it reversed. For the whole game, they had so many cards. We just couldn't handle it. And suddenly, we are at 7 cards permanently, all the mana in the world, and yeah, they don't have too much here. We could go Marang even. How much mana do we have after it? 4? Which, this is good enough. This is absolutely good enough. And we don't need to draw cards anymore, because this draws every card. You just need to be sure that you don't mill yourself. That's why we have the mill lands. This is incredibly important. Like, the whole design is... the whole deck is designed in a way that when you get control, you just win with milling. And you need to be aware how many cards you play. Like, you know, this is hard deck to master. But once you get there, it's very, very fun. It actually doesn't do anything. I just want them to waste it there. Because they need creatures for this, and something that puts the counters. And those things will not happen. I could tap everything. I can just kill it. I don't mind them drawing cards. I actually want them to draw cards. Because then they die faster, you know? And we also have the water crystal. Was it already used? No. So we have water crystal as well. This is something I will probably counter. Let's go. Exhale. And of course we draw cards. Can you feel the power of the Endstone? We are just draining. Man, this is like the final battle against the main villain, that he has like unlimited power, like access to every spell, and you need to beat him somehow. And you know that unless you assemble all the Avengers, it's not happening. And our opponent, I'll tell you, they don't have full Avengers. They just have a cute bear that is not even... Well, I guess Beast is a bear. So, we kill this, just to, you know, make sure that the board is nice and clear. We keep drawing cards. We still can draw few, don't you worry. But at some point we'll probably stop and just, you know, try to control everything that matters. So we play the land, we draw a card, we want probably some counter spells just to make sure that we're getting there. And let's start. Well, that would be 8 cards. So basically we draw 1 card, and our opponent, you know, loses 8. So that's how you need to endgame this. We have another one, but we don't need to use it right now. And also be careful with playing lands. They have something? So we are trying to win by milling, but also there's no problem with just hitting your opponent in the face, you know? But this feels so fun. And of course we are permanently at 10 basically. We don't need this land. We want all the cards that do stuff. Man, it's funny because it literally was like this when we started the game. And this doesn't really do much, right? Don't forget that unless they pump this, it deals 1 damage and we life gain anyway. And this, we can just kill it later. We can also make treasures. We can also make the fish to block, which makes it even yeah, let's go for the fish. And this is even cooler because with this, you can just lose life and you get it back at every turn. So you don't really pay life for this, which is kinda cool. We will play the land, 19 cards. And let's make sure that our opponent has less and less time. Well, this is just so... You know what? I think we just win with good old Marang, because with this we can bounce everything they have, and it's 12 damage, and I think I remember the whole deck, and I don't think they have much counterplay, especially through all the counter spells. So guys, this is how it feels to fight against the endgame boss. When, you know, we are the endgame boss, and we are not losing this one. Fish, go! You might think it's Marang that is finishing this game, but the truth is that it's just the fish. It's the demon eyes. I should not tap the Fountainport. I think I could make double fish. And we're back to 10, of course, because we deserve it. What do we discard? Stock up. You don't need more cards. And this is also why we play Negate, because it is like this one play that makes sure that nothing bad happens to you. This doesn't matter. Like, they're dead on the next turn. They will just play all the ground creatures, maybe draw cards, and that's it. Even this doesn't matter, because it doesn't fly. And we'll kill it, just to, you know, send the message. Yep. We could, of course, counter all of this, but none of those cards matter. So now we go for Shoot the Sheriff, we kill the only big creature, and of course we draw cards. Yes, it never ends. It never ends. If you are scared of milling, there are cards that will shuffle graveyard into library, but I usually like know how to play those decks, so you always win before you mill. So I'm just saving the slots for the, you know, for more counter spells. Let's be honest, it's all for counter spells. And now we swing. And Into the Roil is also one way. You could also go for this and mill 3 cards. So they would be dead very quickly anyway, but we can just go for the Marang kill. They don't have flyers, they die, and we tanked literally the whole deck. Them drawing what, 4, 6, 8 cards a turn? And it all didn't matter, because the power of the Endstone is just too much to handle. I really like this card, man. I already had a different deck prepared after I made this one. I wanted to go for Rakdos, but then I realized that, yeah, I made mono red because there were no black cards that kinda felt right for this. But I might rebuild it, so we might still see it. But right now it's in the works, and this one is just perfect. Dimir has life gain, card advantage, and look how we ended with basically 8 cards and unlimited card draw. So I think we have to hit a land. The worst card already dropped, so I mean. It's not going worse than this. Oh, what a start, but at least we can play the Watery Grave. We can later bounce it, so that's my only hope, because this card is insane, and we might be seeing this in future standards a lot. Like, this card is actually busted. Like, if you ever played against Oni Anvil, you remember the card? It's very similar. It's actually very similar. I think we need to potentially counter a spell. I would love to get rid of it, but it's too early. I need 4th, probably 5th mana, so I can bounce at the end step and then counter. I think we can allow it. We will tank this 2 damage, but the most important part is that this is the last play for the turn. So I really want to win. If we could counter this with this negate, if we didn't have double tap lands early game, this game would be incredibly easy to, you know, to make. But here we kinda need to, you know, scramble a little bit. Of course, we got also mana screwed twice. Oh my god, this is so bad. I cannot stock up. If I stock up, that's game losing, you know. And that means we are also losing cards. I have to get rid of Deadly Cover-Up because at this rate I will never play it. That also means, our opponent also got the land. We have to counter it, but we don't have much time. Like, in a moment we'll stop having those counter spells. We need lands. Tap land, man. The Shuffler is not giving us the easy way, you know. We still have one last counter spell. This is probably what we have to go for. Then we stock up, then we try to recover. Maybe with the Endstone we can, you know, survive. Chainsaw. I mean, this is the card that we can tank. Like, this doesn't do too much. We need to care how many of those they have. It's already 6 damage, so we can assume we are at 14. But, you know, it's rough, man. Oh boy, this can be so scary. Do I go for this? I think we do. I'm wasting so much value because the draws are so bad. Like, I literally just... Man, imagine having all of those cards in the hand. We would win the game instantly. Instead, I need to take the land and waste 3 counter spells. Each one of them absolutely perfect. So this actually pains my heart. We could go for the Water Crystal. That gives us discount for the rest of the game. Guys, I'm not happy about tapping out. But if we can recover tempo, this is... If they counter, I will lose my mind. Alright, we can already Into the Roil. We have another one, I believe. But so this was a disaster so far. Everything went wrong. And this, after we untap in this turn, this is the... Are you serious? Alright, it's fine, guys. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's why we have... This is why we have this. This is why we have this. Go away? No. No. Leave my cool stuff. And this is the moment when we finally need to recover. Stock up is nice, but I think we just go Marang potentially. We can counter into Marang or just go 3 steps ahead. We still need to solve few things, but this is the first time when we have a little bit of advantage over our opponent. Let's draw some cards. We don't need the Exhale. This is not the matchup for it. And we... Okay, guys. We are getting there. We are slowly, incredibly slowly getting there. I can go Marang, which is not a bad play. I think we have to stock up first, because that will give us those 2 counter spells that we got rid. And now we have only lands. Oh, Shuffler, my arch nemesis. Oh, I hate this draw. Can I reverse and get the draw from before with, 3 counter spells that I'm absolutely just hoping to get? They don't have any way to get the mana, right? But guys, I think we are still doing it. I think we might win. I will Marang, honestly. But they don't have mana, so there is no reason to show them. In case they play something for 1 mana, you know? Okay, Marang, do your thing. This is 8 damage, by the way, if they can sacrifice it. So we need to be careful about it. And no Exhale. We don't need this card. Alright, guys. I think we're entering the stage where we can go for the Endstone potentially. But we need to make it work. Do we drop Endstone already? Can they kill us? I could try to make treasures with Fountainport and buy time, but it could be slow. Maybe we just go Endstone. Can they kill us with single turn? We will be at 10. I don't know how they sacrifice. If there is something that literally sacrifices X artifacts, they can just win. Because they play 2-drop and they play the big stuff and that's 10 damage. So this could lose us the game. If we play this. But what are the other plays? Making a treasure and Into the Roiling? And then playing the same play on the next turn? Let it be. Guys, this is the content play, alright? Either we go with a big bang and we win, or we lose with some good fireworks. Please don't read it, because I'm anxious that you will remove it. We need to literally survive this 1 turn, and even though they have the snare, of course, so they can remove it, well, not really, because then we can Into the Roil. And we can basically get it back for 3 mana and also draw a card, which will make it very easy to, win the game with this. Okay, this was the most important play, because we knew about this will happen, but this is the new play. They have 6, we need to be careful. So I could already get it back and start drawing cards. Or we can wait until the end step. How do we deal with this whole thing? I think we need cards. Nope, that's the wrong tap. We need blue mana. Oh, we need another blue mana. Well, I guess it might be the right tap. I hope we can draw something that, prevents them from removing it again. Like, we need to draw... Oh my god, that's not what we wanted. Is there a snare? No. Alright, we'll try to do it again, in a different way. I really hope we can find a bounce spell or a counter spell or something. But that's fine. If they go for a repurposing bay, it still might be fine. This is white mana, don't forget. They might be scared to play this because they know that we have a lot of control over the game. Oh, they're just... Okay, so they're going for the snare probably. No, this is 0 mana, so they can take 1 drop from the deck. I'm fine with it. Alright guys, this might be how we win the game. This is messy, don't get me wrong. We are struggling, we are fighting. Oh, this is a 1 mana remove everything. This might be one of the best removals we have. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, Should expect this one, I guess. Not much we can do about this one. It's fine. It's fine. Let's make a treasure. We will need a lot of mana at some point. This was exactly the card that I hoped we will get. That would solve everything. They have a lot of cards still. I think we'll go with this. They will start... So the next turn will probably be Extruder. Well, they cannot sacrifice it really. This is 2 mana. Can I mill them in time? 3, 6, and we still have 4 mana, so we can... Okay, we can actually go for it. We also get the discount, right? So it's actually even cheaper. Let's go. Like, this will help a lot. And we can also play it later. I could even double mill them. They would be at 8 cards, but then they probably kill us. What did we mill? Enigma Jewel. I don't see Synthesizer. So maybe they don't play Synthesizer and they just go for, you know, the munitions game plan. Man, this will be close, but I think we're doing some progress here. Of course, they can sacrifice. The problem is that we cannot counter it anymore. But hopefully we can get to another stone and get back to 10. And hopefully they will be too slow. Because if we get another Endstone, we can just 3 steps ahead. And we can make treasures so we can prepare for display. And they are down to 7 cards already. I believe they will take 1 more, so it will be 13. Okay, the Water Crystal now. Okay. A little bit painful. You know, having 1 mana remove anything is definitely not our favorite. But we can start countering. This is probably how they want to kill us, so let's counter it. And we can draw some cards, maybe get the Endstone, and start from there. We can get rid of the Exhale. And this is intense. This is actually so intense. This is probably not our favorite, because the only weakness of this deck is that we cannot remove artifacts and a little bit enchantments. And this deck is only artifacts, like the whole deck, so it's not exactly what we want to see, but man, we could just bounce it maybe with Marang. Collector's Vault. Alright, they can draw more. Okay, so if we want to play Marang, we could bounce this. We need to pay 2, right? So it's actually kinda expensive. That taps nearly everything. We only have 2 mana after this play. We go back to 10 though, so that's something. Then they play this. How do they kill us? You know what? I think the better play is just this. I think we'll just try to mill them. Because they have literally unlimited answers to everything you can ever dream of. They are literally tutoring every card every turn for 2 mana. Like, this is the demonic tutor level of power, so... of course they need to match the cost, but with so many cards, it's usually not a problem. So they just take the card they need. Sure. I mean, it's not an outlaw. It's a very nice, civilized Drake that, you know... didn't do any crime in their whole life, so they are very nice, and for this they will of course die with Shoot the Sheriff. So let's see, 2 damage, painful. I don't see any way they're using those counters right now, so I think we can just kill it later. And let's see what they will take. They still have a little bit of mana. Oh, listen, they only have 5 cards. There is a chance this could be like non-artifacts or their own artifacts. So maybe. Alright guys, this is incredibly important. Don't forget we can also deadly cover up something from their deck. I think I will be forced to get Endstone to live game. Which means I cannot... Oh man. Okay, I think we... Man, this will take so much mana. So it's 3, 6, ward. We can play the land because we live game. I cannot kill this unless I pay mana. So it's Aether Treasure. Alright, let's go for it. Let's just go for it. Creatures shouldn't matter. Yeah, let's go. I need the empty board, that's for sure. I guess I could bounce it. They have something. What is it? They only have 1 mana. Man, if they have protection and they will use it right now, it's actually perfect for us. Because otherwise this would kill us on the next turn because they would protect... Okay. 2 damage. Oh, they... Okay, that's a very nice play. But you know what? This can be okay for us. We have to, because we need to life gain back to 10. That's incredibly important. This is the Endstone. As you can see, the whole game is about trying to get the Endstone. I think this potentially doesn't do anything anymore. How do they sacrifice treasure stuff? How do I think we need to bounce the... We could... Man, they will draw a card with this. This can actually speed up the lethal, but I think I want to slow them down. They need to replay it, probably. We pay 2. I mean, sure. Unfortunately, we won't be able to play this because we will die. That's a bad idea. So we have to play this guy. We'll draw a card, which we desperately need. And now we life gain back to 10 because we deserve it. We are cool like this. And now they need to do the whole work again. And now they have only 5 cards, right? 4, I believe. Yeah. We can kill the Drake. Repurposing Bay probably doesn't have any targets here. Guys, I'm not sure if that's enough, but I think that's a step in the right direction. The one direction. Oh boy, of course the Endstone is out. We got a little bit of cards, but the life gain is like the main thing here. Unfortunately, our removal is... Like, I'll be honest, I think this might be the absolute worst matchup, and we also couldn't early game counter anything because we were super mana screwed. So I think this might be the absolute worst case scenario for this deck. And we are literally on the verge of breaking them, but I'm not sure if we can. It's kinda important what is left in those 4 cards. I have no idea. They might be just doing it to sacrifice. Yeah, they don't have... They just keep sacrificing stuff. Alright, I also would love to draw something that is good. Oh, this is a disaster. This is like, if we didn't draw a card, it would be exactly the same as this draw. So the worst draw of the deck, by far. Even a land would be better. So I think what we need to do is deadly cover up, so they have less cards in the deck. And I need to identify what cards they have still. So they probably play 4 of those. I see 2, 3, 4. Yep. Collector's Vault, not sure. Definitely 4 manufacturings. They already have 4. This is a good card, isn't it? Maybe they play 4 repurposing base, 100%. Okay, so we can hit 1 bay from their deck. Let's see the Percussionist. This might be the most important decision of the whole deck. So I actually need guys to do it. Double Percussionist. I only see 2. Do they play 2 or the rest is in the deck? This would explain they are not taking 1-drops. And of course we swing first. I can draw some cards, but it's not super reliable. I think we go for it. We could also try to hit basics, but I don't know how many they have. Double Island, 4. 5. 5 islands. They have a lot of non-basics. I think they might be playing like 6-7 basic lands. Mountains. I don't see oh, there are no in the graveyard, so I cannot remove them. They definitely play 4 verges. How many they have? I see 1, 2 verges, so... Man, whatever we get rid of. Maybe they play 4 Storage the Towers. This is a good card, right? They might be playing 4 of. I would honestly think way longer than this. But I think we need to make the play. Let's first go for whatever. This, and I guess this and this. Submit 6. And we need to make the call. Normally you should be... Oh, but this gives red. So if they are deck building correctly, this is basically their mountain. So they might be playing like 1 to 3 mountains in the whole deck because the rest is switched into verges in case they don't activate them, right? This is exactly the same thing. Yeah, our opponent is like, I don't want to click because they're... Wait, they have something. What is this? Devir. Oh, they have it in the end. Alright. Oh, maybe they have Lifa already. Maybe that's why. Down to 4. So we were right, they probably have... This is the third one, if I recall. I really think Percussionist is amazing in this deck. I think they should have 4. Right? Because I think islands, they probably don't have too many more. But man, if there's anything at the bottom, it could be island. It's Percussionist or island. They have all starting towns. Alright, I've never done the basic land exile. Let's see. We will know the answer after this play. Whatever. What they had. We would never hit. We knew about the bay, but there was no better hit. Alright, alright. So let's see, what is the play? They can deal 2 damage, and they can probably sacrifice something, right? How they can sacrifice this, and they can sacrifice this. So they play this, they kill this, and that's game. Alright, guys. I think that was a worthwhile attempt, and let's give the cool one. That was a nice game. I'll be honest, if we weren't mana screwed so hard early game, I think it would be very easy to win this. We would just counter the key cards and, you know, go from there. What a game. This deck just produces the coolest of games. This was just cinema. I hope you guys also enjoyed. The video is getting pretty long, so we won't talk too much about it in the outro, but I have to say that the Endstone is incredibly crazy card. It's so fun, and it really feels like Mind Spice Apparatus, so I'm pretty sure we'll make more decks with this one. So far, I'm loving it. Of course, it's not easy to set up. It's 7 mana you need to tap, but there are ways that you can make it work, so we'll probably try again. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you did. It helps the channel. It also gives you cool decks every single day, so the algorithm cannot hide them from you. And of course, thank you to all the patrons that were kind enough to support the channel so we can all have cool entertainment with the craziest decks and the craziest new cards. If you want to help the channel, check out the Patreon and you might like. So, thank you for watching. That's it for today, and see you guys tomorrow.